Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Live Live. Thank you all so much again and again. I say it every time. Thank you all so much for following along this journey. I hope it's been good for you so far. It has been a blast for me to meet with you guys every week. And if this is your first time, Live Live is a space that I've set apart every single week to meet with you from 7, starting at 7 for about 10 minutes. And it's really just a check in with you. It's been called sort of a midweek coaching session, a midweek inspiration session, or just a night where you learn something new or think about something a little bit different. And so, welcome again to that. And definitely, by now, I'm a coach and I'm a speaker. And if you're interested in coaching, if you're interested in bringing me in to speak, and maybe you're with a company or organization, go ahead and go to my website, oliviafitchett.com. There is a button at the top right. It says work with me. You're going to fill out the contact information. It'll tell you a little bit about me and the kind of services I offer. And I definitely want to encourage you to check that out. And so, yeah, thanks so much for riding along. And we're going to do something. We're going to start out today. This is kind of a live live in two parts. And we're going to start today with addressing the elephant in the room. And the elephant in the room is what's happening at the Capitol right now. It's not what I plan to talk about, but that's what this is about, is meeting us, myself included, you, right where we are. And this is kind of a shock if you've been living under a rock. Maybe you don't know, but if you're kind of glued to social media like I am to a fault, you know that there's havoc at the Capitol right now. And guys, it's just hard. And I want to create, we live in this society where we just go from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. And so what I want to do right now, I promise to create a place for us where we can process our feelings, where we can come together and reflect. And so that's what I want to do first of all, and do something for ourselves. And so we're going to breathe. We're going to just start today with some breathing. And maybe this is the first time you've taken a beat all day. And I want to invite you into this. And I know for those high achievers, for people that are just hustle, bustle, grind folks that I have on, like, this may be challenging. And people might vlog off and people might, have a hard time with this. But I want to challenge everybody to sit in that discomfort we're feeling today. Since all of this started happening, just sit there with me. I'm going to do it too. I'm going to look at my timer here on my phone, and we're going to go for a minute. We're just going to breathe for a minute. And I want you, when you're breathing, intentionally think of an adjective. Just name it. One feeling that you're feeling because of this stuff that's going on nationally. This breaching of the Capitol building, and just think about that feeling. That's all. Not a ton of work there. I just want you to focus on one feeling and just sit with yourself. And so we're gonna start, and it's 7:05 right now. So I'm gonna go till 7:06, a little bit after. And so if you want to keep your head up or down, whatever you want to do, I'm gonna start now. In your nose and out your mouth, deep diaphragm breath here. All right, one more breath. I actually did this before jumping on this with you guys, and it helped me focus so much. And this is just a tool you can take with you anywhere. It doesn't cost anything. Just sit and breathe. And so I want to share the word I came up with when I was doing that was violated. With everything going on, I just feel kind of violated. I feel like my security has been compromised. I feel like my safety has been compromised, and I feel like just a little bit uneasy, violated. So if you're comfortable, type in the chat what words come up, what adjectives, descriptive words come up when you think about what's going on today. And as those are coming in, I want to also tell you that it's okay to be inspired by this message here in a minute. It's okay to feel that and feel lost and feel confused and feel full of questions all at the same time. You don't have to put this feeling on the shelf and save it for later. Man, I want to just invite you to just live authentically and feel what you need to feel. And so I'm going to jump into what I'm talking about today. But as those adjectives come up, just tell me, what are you feeling? What feelings has this evoked in you? But this week, I'm going to slide into what I'm talking about. This week, something really embarrassing happened to me. Yeah, disgusted. Yeah. And my fiance is on this call, and it's kind of about him, so sorry. But my fiance and I were like, how can we get the beach bodies? How can we eat healthy and be looking good for the wedding and all this stuff? And so we're holding each other really accountable to what we're eating. So the other day I was in the drive-thru. And I had just parked and I got my food out, and Chick-Fil-A like brings their stuff out, to you later on. And so I'm on the phone with him, and he said, "Well, what did you get?" And that awesome Chick-Fil-A wrap is what I wanted to get, and it didn't happen. I got my fried chicken sandwich with Chick-Fil-A sauce smothered all over it. And so literally I'm talking to him, and I have Chick-fil-A sauce running down my pinky finger, and he's like, "What did you get at Chick-fil-A?" And I told him I messed up, and it was the second day of the year, and I felt totally embarrassed. I really did. I tried to shake it off like I didn't, but I actually felt really embarrassed because I'm kind of a health freak, and I messed up. And here's what I learned from feeling embarrassed, and maybe you've been in a similar spot where you kept your word, or you were supposed to keep your word on something, and you just fell through, and it didn't work out. But here's what I know: if I wouldn't have been asked what I ate, if I had made the most health conscious choice I could, I would no doubt be in the drive-thru today at Chick-fil-A getting another sandwich because I had gotten by with it, right? And here's what we do: like we have this like internal human in our head that's like, oh, you got away with it, like you can do it again. And I had that person talking to me, and then it was like, oh, there's Tyler, someone's gonna ask me if I'm holding myself accountable. And so here we go. One thing I've said today, also tell me if you feel that. Is that just me, or is it someone else that has that other little voice that are like, whoa, like we got away with it? So let me know if that's you too. So what I've been telling, and maybe you've heard me say this, said it a couple times, what I've been telling myself when it comes to accountability this year is, man, hold me accountable to the woman that I am becoming. Don't hold me accountable to the woman that I am right now. Hold me accountable to the woman that I'm becoming. And when we say that, we have this mind shift. We have this mindset, just rewiring that happens, because if you want to think of it like this, we have this person that we are, and this person we're becoming. They seem very distant from each other, and it's like they're on separate little islands. But when we begin to invite her or invite him into the scene and say, I want you to hold me accountable to that person, not who I am, to that person, we begin to name that person. We begin to bridge this gap of this elusive human that I want to be, or this goal that I'm kind of scared I'm never actually going to reach. But what we begin to do is, when we begin to ask people to hold us accountable to who we're becoming, we begin to start living like that person. It gives us an action, And so when you get access to him or to her, that's when change happens. And what I've learned is you can't do that by yourself. And that is why I've created my 2021 revision 3-course sessions. Okay, it's a workshop. It's 3 courses. I talked about it last time. on Live Live. But if you haven't registered, you guys, please do this. It is rich with content. I've been working on it. I'm really happy about it. I think it's gonna really bring you life like it has for me, and it's all about keeping your goals. I was told that resolution isn't like the catchy thing to say anymore. It's like these goals, right? We set these goals, not these resolutions. So it's a tool where you're gonna show up every week for 3 weeks and sign into the Zoom account, okay? And we're gonna talk face to face. I'm gonna share something that whatever the topic is. I want you to visit the page to see all the topics, but I'm gonna talk about that topic for the day. And then after that, we're going to share how we're doing and how we're going through keeping our goals. The next week is a different topic, and then the final week is all about motivating yourself when the going gets hard. And that's going to be right when February's hitting. And that February slump is what I'm trying to avoid for me and for you. And so learn with me. Learn with me. The link to, first of all, this is like the cheapest thing in the whole world. It's $20. It's not, okay, that might be a slight exaggeration. It's not the cheapest thing in the whole world, but it's definitely affordable. So it's $20. Use your money that your grandparents gave you for Christmas. Man, it is $20 well spent. It's worth way more. The content I'm sharing and the conversations and the accountability we'll have, it's worth whatever that goal is to you. That's how much it's worth. I'm willing to put money on it. I hope you will too. And so I want to invite you in the actual, I'm going to post it in the comments again, but in the actual event, there it is, I posted it. But in the actual event, it has the link. I just posted the link again. I want you to go read about it. If it's not for you, no hard feelings. I want you to have the opportunity to look at it one more time because it starts this Saturday. Yeah, Kyle just said I gifted 3 sessions to 2 of my favorite accountability buddies. That is amazing. Looking forward to it. I challenge others to do the same. Yeah, man, Kyle just blew it out of the water and said, hey, this isn't just for me. This is for my folks, the people I care about, who I know that we need a community to hold each other accountable, and I want to see them succeed. Man, do that for others, but do it for yourself too. So yeah, guys, it's the last time to register. Registration ends on Saturday morning, right before we hop on. Yeah, go do it. Please send me questions you have, and I'll be happy to have a conversation about it. Can't wait to meet with you on Zoom. If we want to intentionally set ourselves up for success in our work, in our marriages, in our life, in our friendships, whatever it is, we have to honor ourselves. We have to do this by letting people into our stories. So something good is going to happen to you and through you. I love you all. I will see you on Zoom. And if I don't, I will see you next week on Live Live. I love you. Goodbye.